busily doing the things I think I should be, that I don't have time to spend with you. Friends all around, feeling real cool. I couldn't see that I was...
Such wonderful music. You know, we loved it so much that today in the studio we have the wonderful woman of God. She is a minstrel. She loves to make music fit for her master's ears, the one whom God used to create that lovely piece of music. Join me to welcome Gloryyah to the program. Gloryyah, welcome to 700 Club Nigeria.
Thank you.
Gloryyah, how do you get your inspiration? You are a worshipper, a songwriter, a singer, and a writer. But in all of this, it looks like you do many things, but you do one thing. You worship.
Yes, all of these things are used to do one thing.
Worship. Okay.
Worship and teach others to worship.
How do you define worship?
Worship to me is the response that we have to God. It's the response of the created to the creator. It's more a place where we see who God is and something in us responds appropriately. And everything stems from that.
So worship is not just singing?
It's very far from singing, in fact.
What else is worship?
Worship to me is a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle of surrender to God's will. It's a place where our attitude is not my will, but yours be done because you're Lord.
At what point did you give your life to Jesus?
I got saved at 15, and so it's been many years of growing. Many years of growing.
I happen to know that when you see people who minister powerfully like you do, they've been through experiences with God.
Yes.
Tell us a bit about your training as a minister.
Okay. Well, my training majorly started in '97. On my way back from choir practice, I was accosted by and raped by 4 young men. And in the aftermath of that, a few days later, I had an experience where it felt like the Lord was physically holding me. It felt like a tangible blanket of love. And it brought a revelation of the depth of God's love in such a way that, like Job, I would say, even if you slay me, I'll never let you go. And that prepared me for other things later, because a few years down the line, my father suddenly died of a heart attack. And a week later, exactly a week later, my husband, who had been ill for 6 months, died of colon cancer. And I discovered that my experience in '97 brought me to a place where I trusted God absolutely and knew that He was God regardless. And that's just been it for me, and that's what I'm trying to get across to people, that He's God regardless and deserves our worship.
What were the things that that blanket took away from you?
I wasn't feeling any of that or questioning, but in retrospect now, I think what that did was to prevent all the damage that you see in other people after such experiences. Most people get damaged by such experiences, but I think what that did was just prevent those damages that could have come and put me in a better place, so I was okay psychologically, emotionally, and spiritually.
So when you do minister, when you worship or you lead people in worship, how do you know when, we've connected? How do you know when you've achieved what you set out to do?
I think it's when I connect.
Okay.
Because I believe it starts from you who's leading. You can't give what you don't have.
So it's in the bid to connect more people that you started at His Master's feet?
Yes.
What is that?
It was actually an instruction I got in '99, the same period I got the instruction about my first CD. I got the instruction to have a worship concert. And the essence of that 2 hours of worship is to bring people to a place where they're not asking God for stuff, they just want to love on Him, and just 2 hours of them and God in a crowd. You know, you can be with the Lord alone in a crowd, and that's what we want to give them. And I try to interject a lot of times between the songs with words that hopefully they'll think about later, that teach them that worship goes beyond here into your daily choices, how you treat people. You know, so we use those 2 hours for that. And we're doing that in Lagos, we're doing that in Ghana, and hope to spread out.
What are the challenges of being a recording artist who is also a worshipper? That's one. Because I know that when it comes to gospel, some artists, some musicians feel easy money, and others feel no money. So where do you stand with that?
I'm probably closer to the no money. And I believe the gift is not for purposes of making money. I do believe God will take care of our needs, but I think our focus should be on delivering the message through music. And if we lose that focus and focus on making money from it or being popular, then we may miss out on what we're supposed to actually do and miss out on the well done, good and faithful servant. So for me, you must minister first.
Thank you so much, Gloryyah, for being such a blessing to us and our audience. Our time is fast spent, so we'll have to end the program now. On behalf of Barine and the entire 700 Club Nigeria team, it's bye-bye for now. We look forward to seeing you next time, but just keep worshiping.